Hello and welcome to my presentation. My name is Amin Mehrampur and I'm here to discuss a study about the rise of deepfake and their security implications. In the last few years, AI and the machine learning has grown really fast and made our lives easier. But at the same time, these improvements also bring some serious problems when people decide to misuse them. A good example of this good and bad situation is deepfake technology. Deepfakes are basically very realistic videos or images that are changed using AI so it looks like someone said or did something they never actually did. The technology uses AI tools to mix or replace faces and voices, and the final result looks extremely real. Sometimes it's so realistic that an average person cannot tell what is real anymore. Let's talk about the state of the problem in our hands. As deepfakes tools gets easier to access and more advanced, they create new and serious challenges for people's privacy, identity, and even basic trust in information. Deepfakes are powerful because they can influence what people believe. They can change opinions, trick people, or basically ruin someone's life if used in the wrong way. At first, deepfakes mostly targeted famous people or politicians, but now anyone can become a victim because the tools are becoming widely available. Some of the biggest problems caused by deepfakes are financial scams, reputation damage, extortions, and non-consensual fake videos, especially those used for harassment or revenge. Since many deepfake programs are open source and social media spreads information instantly, damaging content can go viral extremely fast. One of the most worrying issues is national security. Deepfakes can be used to spread political lies or interfere with elections. For example, a fake video of the Ukrainian president in 2022 tried to show him telling soldiers to surrender, even though he never said that. The main issue is that deepfake creation keeps improving quickly, while our detection tools and laws are not keeping up. This gap makes it very hard for security experts and policymakers to respond. So, what are our findings? The research on deepfake technology shows how fast it has grown, how many problems it creates, and what people are trying to do to deal with it. To make everything easier to understand, the findings are grouped into a few main themes. First one, beginning and evolution of deepfakes. Deepfakes become possible around 2014 when GANs were invented, which basically mix pieces of images or videos until the results looks real. And by 2016, people were already making viral deepfake videos. The quality kept improving, and even real-time face swapping was possible by 2019. Also, the tools are getting so easy that regular people with low technical skills can create realistic deepfakes. Some future tools may even work with just one photo. That makes the technology even more accessible, which is both impressive and worrying. Tools like OpenAI's Sora 2 or Google's Nano Banana 2 are very accessible by any user. The next issue is societal and commercial challenges. There are different aspects that threats people and commercial businesses. Political manipulation, trust issues, non-consensual pornography, fraud, and psychological harm. We already talked about the political manipulation, but what about the trust issues? When people see so many fake videos, they stop trusting real videos too. This can make people doubt everything they watch or hear, which some researchers call an information apocalypse. Also, sadly, most deepfakes online, around 93%, are pornography and target innocent people, often for revenge, bullying, or extortion. Criminals also use deepfakes for scams. In 2019, someone used an AI-generated voice of a CEO to trick an employee into transferring 220,000 euros. The general public still doesn't know much about deepfakes or how dangerous they can be. Many adults, teachers, and students struggle to tell fake videos from real ones. Even tech-savvy people sometimes fail. Research shows that even if you warn someone that a video might be fake, it can still influence their beliefs almost the same as a real video. And older adults and people who naturally trust media sources tend to be more easily fooled. This means awareness campaigns need to target these groups more carefully. But what about the regulation frameworks and legal actions? The law is trying to catch up with deepfake technology, but honestly, it's pretty far behind. Most countries still don't have specific deepfake laws. Existing privacy or data protection laws aren't enough to deal with the problem. But there are some laws in some states in USA. For example, Virginia criminalized non-consensual deepfake pornography, and Texas banned deepfakes used to influence elections. There's also copyright confusions. It's unclear who owns a deepfake, the creator or the person whose face is used. Here's some countermeasures and ways to reduce the harm. Stopping deepfakes requires a mix of technology, education, and updated laws. The technology includes detections and authentication. Detection means AI tools look for tiny signs of manipulation, like strange blinking, weird shadows, or unnatural movements. And authentication means these tools try to prove a video is real rather than finding fakes. Examples include digital watermarks and blockchain tracking. Another way to reduce the harm is education and awareness. People need to learn how to question what they see online. Schools and older adults especially need this training. There's also corporate actions. Social media platforms are being asked to remove harmful deepfakes faster. Meta helped launch a Stop NCII, which lets people protect themselves from non-consensual intimate images. So, based on the findings, this review mostly matches what earlier research has said about deepfakes and the problem they create. Many past studies explained that deepfakes become powerful because people rely heavily on online media. Political situations are often tense, and AI tools are getting better and easier to use. What I found supports that the problem goes beyond just political manipulation. There's also this growing issue where people start to distrust almost everything they see online, which is called information apocalypse, which basically means people stop believing anything that doesn't already match what they thought before. When looking at who actually make deepfakes, earlier studies talked about groups like governments and criminals. They all have different reasons. Some want money, some want power, and some are just trying to cause trouble. My review agrees with all of this, but it also shows that some legitimate groups like online creators and artists are starting to use the same AI tools for actual professional work. So the technology isn't all bad. My findings also line up with that, but there seems to be a general agreement that just passing laws won't solve everything, especially when dealing with foreign governments or anonymous attackers. Some researchers think that improving digital literacy, getting companies to act responsibly, and teaching people how to spot fake content might actually help more than strict regulations alone. Overall, this review shows that deepfake technology, which is driven by fast improving AI, creates serious challenges for personal privacy and security. Deepfakes are getting so realistic that they are almost impossible to tell apart from real videos or images. This makes them powerful tools for spreading misinformation or tricking people, which can quickly become dangerous. Here are some recommendations that comes to mind. Legislative and policy actions. Create stronger federal laws. Governments needs clearer and more flexible laws that cover different types of deepfake threats. Countries should also cooperate internationally so bad actors can't escape by moving their operations somewhere else. Education and public awareness, which can be digital literacy programs. Schools and community groups should teach people how to think critically about media and how to recognize manipulated content. This is especially important for older adults and less tech-savvy people. There's also investing in detection and authentication. AI experts and technology companies should continue improving tools that can detect deepfakes and verify the origin of the real media, like digital watermarks. Thank you for your time and attention.